Hello, welcome back to another holistic education video. In this video, we'll be continuing our series on the 25 hardest SAT math problems of this year according to Prep Maven. In this video, we'll be tackling problem number 15, which says, if u plus t equals 5 and u minus t equals 2, what is the value of u minus t times u squared minus t squared? Now this problem has two different ways of solving it, the straightforward method and the shortcut method. We'll start off looking at the straightforward method that you can use anytime if you don't know how to solve this problem otherwise. So we have these two equations, u plus t equals 5 and u minus t equals 2, and we're looking for u minus t times u squared minus t squared. So the straightforward method is just to solve this as a system of equations. So we have this u minus t equals 2. We can isolate this u by adding t to both sides, and we get u equals t plus 2. And now we can take this value of u, and we can plug it into this value of u here, and we get t plus 2 plus t equals 5. This is the same thing as 2t plus 2 equals 5. We can solve for t, subtract 2 from both sides. You get 2t equals 3. Divide by 2 on both sides, and you get t equals 1.5. We can take this t equals 1.5 value, plug it back into here, and we get u equals 1.5 plus 2, or in other words, 3.5. So now we have solved the system of equation and have figured out that u equals 3.5 and t equals 1.5. And now we can take these values of 3.5 and 1.5, plug them back into our original equation, and solve. And if we did that, we would get 3.5 minus 1.5 times 3.5 squared minus 1.5 squared. And if we simplify this, 3.5 minus 1.5, that's just going to equal 2. 3.5 squared is 12.25. 1.5 squared is 2.25. We subtract these out, we get 2 times 10, which of course equals 20. And 20 is indeed our final answer. So the straightforward method of solving this problem is we solve the system of linear equations to find values of u and t, u equals 3.5, t equals 1.5, take those values, plug them back into our equation, and get 20. But of course, this is not the fastest way of doing it. And this problem is specifically set up so that you can find a pattern, recognize the difference of squares, and then take a shortcut in solving this problem in much quicker time. And the value of that is, once again, the SAT is a timed test. So it is always important to try to find shortcuts to solve these problems as quickly as possible so you can answer as many problems as possible on your SAT. So now we're going to look at the shortcut method. So I'll move this up here. The way to solve this quickly is to recognize this difference of squares. Whenever we have u squared minus t squared, some difference of squares, that is always going to be equal to the difference of those terms multiplied by the sum of those terms. So u squared minus t squared equals u minus t times u plus t, which means our expression above is actually equal to u minus t times u minus t u plus t. And so the term that we're looking for is equal to this u minus t times u minus t times u plus t. But if you remember, the problem already tells us that u plus t equals 5 and u minus t equals 2. So the problem already gives us the values of these terms from the beginning. So if we can just recognize this difference of squares and factor it out, we can get this expression that we're looking for in terms that we already know the values of, and we can just simply substitute those terms in, 2, 2, and 5, and multiply them out, and we will get 2 times 2 times 5, which equals 20. So the real insight of this problem is to realize that this u squared minus t squared term in the expression that we're looking for can be factored out into terms that we already have the values of, so that we can skip the whole process of solving the linear system of equations, finding u and t, plugging them back in, and we can just put our expression in terms of values that we already have from the start of the problem and solve it in much less time. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.